welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to be doing an Amazon favorites video, which I've actually never done before. I feel like those are super popular, but honestly I feel like I never really got that much off Amazon that I was using all the time, except for lately a lot of the stuff, I actually would definitely promote as an Amazon favorite. It's most of these things I use daily, I'd say. And it's a mix of beauty, fitness, home, health. So I think you guys will enjoy it. So I guess we'll just get right into the video. I'm gonna start with two items actually that I talked about in one of my recent vlogs. So if you already watched that, I'm sorry. These two I just can't live without. They're obviously hair appliances. So the first one is the Revlon Hairbrush, hair dryer brush, which I'm sure you've all heard by now, but I feel like I need to reiterate how good it is because the Dyson kind of just blew up all of a sudden, and I have no desire to get the Dyson, even though every influencer is talking about the Dyson. I feel like this does a great job, especially on my hair, and I was never good with having a blow dryer and a round brush. I don't know, it's just way too hard for me, and this is just so easy, so you just literally have to like brush it like this, and it has a high, low, and cool setting. And it just really couldn't be any easier, and it's only like, I think it was like 35 bucks or something. Either way, it's pretty cheap, and I just don't understand why I would need a Dyson. Like, this does everything so quick, and I have, if you didn't watch my hair vlog, I have tape-in extensions, so it's a lot of hair, and this just makes it so easy to blow dry and so quick. So nothing new, but I just want to tell you, you don't need to spend that much on a Dyson, just stick with this one. And then this hair straightener. So I never thought I would have a favorite hair straightener. Like 5 years ago, I decided to get a different hair straightener because mine broke. And straighteners and hair appliances are just so overwhelming because there's just so many, and you don't want to spend your money on something that's not going to work. And then you're just stuck using this one that doesn't work for years. So I ended up buying literally a $35 Amazon straightener. It got amazing reviews and it did work. But like, if you've been watching me for years, you'll know that I just never had my hair straight until the past like 2 weeks because I got a new straightener. And the only way I discovered this is because one of my friends, I used her straightener on vacation and it worked so well. And it's one of those straighteners where it held your straightness like even when you go outside and like do things. Like my hair was never good for holding, like just for staying straight. I have very dry frizzy hair, partly why I got extensions because it just kind of holds it down better and it's easier to style and provides more thickness at the end. But this straightener just makes your hair stay straight. Like, look how straight this is. I can't get over it. Like, this hair I washed on Friday and got it straightened on Saturday, and it's just lasted straight, and I worked out and I did this whole like photo shoot outside. I sleep on it and it just stays straight. Like, obviously I touch it up, but it's just like, it's one of those straights that's like a nice soft one. It's not one that feels like very dry and like it's gonna frizz when you step out the door. Like, this is not going anywhere. And I actually had my hair straightened by a hairdresser with this straightener on Saturday because I was doing a photo shoot. And she said, if anyone asks what straightener to get, I say to get this one because she said it will, even if you go on the beach, like your hair will stay straight. So anyways, now that I've been talking all this and didn't even say the name, it's the Nano Titanium by Babyliss Pro. And I think the Amazon link is gonna have multiple widths, but this one I think is like the 1 1/4 or 1 1/2. I'll specify exactly the one, but don't get the tinier one. It makes such a difference having the bigger plates too, so it's just so much more hair that you can grab at once. And also, it doesn't feel like it's like tugging at your hair at all, it just glides so smoothly, which I really like. It doesn't feel like my hairs are like being pulled out or like, that feeling, yeah, or like getting stuck in the plates. Moving on from that, I'm gonna stick with hair, one more hair item, and it's these bands by Gimme Beauty. So like I said, I have hair extensions and it's really hard for me to have my hair stay in a ponytail. Like, I do wear it a lot. I have been wearing a lot in a ponytail with a scrunchie, but I never can wear it for cardio because it just will fall right down. I can only wear it in a scrunchie if I'm doing really light impact lifting. So I saw these advertised to me and they look like scrunchies kind of, but they're just like thick and stretchy. It's gonna focus on me, isn't it? Sorry about my chipped nails. Yeah, this is what it looks like. This is the one for thick hair, it's called. They have different like varieties. I also got the one that is like the thinnest one, because this one would be good if I'm just like doing a little ponytail or like doing braids or something. I obviously don't need this thick of a band, but having this in your hair for a ponytail, I literally had my hair in a ponytail and did sprints and didn't even move. At the end, I'll put my hair up and I'll play a clip after this of me with my hair up so you could just see it in action. But I have never came across something like this that keeps my hair with extensions, tape and extensions up in a ponytail and does not move during cardio. So now I'm really excited to actually go for runs this summer. And it's one of those that, you know, it's not supposed to leave like a mark in your hair because of the fabric. So I just am very excited that I found these like really recently. Okay, it's not the most perfect ponytail in the world. It's like bunchy and stuff, but it is not moving. Like I can go like this and it's still really perky. And I just can't believe it. Like I could do so many burpees and it's just gonna stay there. Like it's crazy to me that I can have a ponytail now and like actually go for a run. So yeah, I just highly recommend these. I feel like also what I was debating on was whether to get like the long one. They have like a long band and a thick hair band. I would say if you're someone that is seriously just looking for something to keep your hair up in a ponytail, just stick with the thick band one. Even if you think your hair is not that thick, I think that's just really gonna do the job the most. So yeah, I'm really excited about these ponytails. All right, speaking of runs, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see me wear this a lot. Again, this is nothing new. It's Sweet Sweat. I started using this in college like 7-8 years ago, and I stopped for a period of time just because like I kind of wasn't using the band and I kind of got gross. So I ended up throwing it away, and then it wasn't until recently I decided to get it again. And every time I do cardio, like just steady state cardio, and it's at the end of my spray tan, I'll put this on my stomach and just put the band on. It's not supposed to be a waist trainer, it's just literally to sweat. During the winter, it's having a really hard time breaking a sweat, and when I walk on the treadmill, I just like to have a sweat, you know? So this helped a ton, and also I'm someone who holds a lot of water weight, so it's also why I like to sweat. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll see on my stories, and I'll like sometimes take it off after sweat, and so it will just literally pour out. I'm sure you've seen this on other people's stuff, but if you're just looking to get more of a sweat, I highly recommend this belt and this. It just goes right on your stomach. You can even just put it on your arms, but I put the band around my stomach. And it's not going to target your stomach. I just need to clarify, you know, like just because you're wearing it on your stomach doesn't mean that you're gonna like be super lean on your stomach. It's just like, that's just where the band happens to be so that I'm able to sweat more, you know? It's not, doesn't mean that I'm going to be shedding more fat on my stomach for that session. It's just, you know, it just would look weird if all of a sudden I have bands on my legs and my arms, you know, it just makes more sense for the waist. Okay, so this one is probably really basic of me, and you probably have seen it on every girl's Amazon favorites video, and that is the Grande Lash Serum. So I had lash extensions a really, really long time ago, like 4 years ago, and I used to get them for like 6 months, and then all of a sudden I started getting an allergic reaction to them, and I tried hyperallergenic glue, still got a reaction. Like literally it was so bad. I couldn't go into work. I had to get them removed. It looked like I got stung by a bee. It was really, really bad. And then years later I tried it again. She said she had, you know, the most sensitive glue, still got a reaction to them. So my lashes just weren't doing it, and I'm someone who really liked to, you know, I would wear the individual fake lashes when I would go out. I just feel like mascara was never enough for me. But now, you know, I decided to finally give this thing a try, and it makes such a difference. I don't even need my lash fit falsies anymore because this one does the job. I started it like the beginning of November, and the only before photo I have is in mid-December, so it was like a month and a half of using it because I got my eyebrows microbladed, so I was taking like those kind of photos of my eyes. So I do have a before and after. I'll first show you of me without mascara. So keep in mind, this is when I got my eyebrows microbladed, so I was showing like the progress of it, so that's why my eyebrows might look crazy. And then I'll also show you one of me with mascara, because I feel like it's more noticeable with me with mascara on, just because you're able to see my lashes better. So again, just mascara, no like falsies or anything. It just makes such a difference. But yeah, I highly recommend it. All you do is, it looks like a little brush right here. Yeah, it's that little brush, and you just kind of do a strip on top of your lash line on this side, and that's it. And just one time every single night. I would say I really started noticing a difference after like 2 months. So like I said, those photos were like a little bit over a month, and it wasn't until 2 months where I really saw a difference. And now it's been a while. It's March, so it's been like 4 or 5 months, but now I don't use it every single night. I'll use it like every other night, because it was getting really long where it would, like, when I put mascara on, it touches my eyebrows basically. But it makes such a difference. I feel really good even not wearing mascara sometimes, so that says a lot. And I will say in the beginning, since I did mention I have sensitive eyes like I did for the lash extensions, in the beginning I was having kind of reaction to it. I noticed if I applied it at night before bed, I would kind of wake up with like a red eye or something. So I realized, since I was working from home and wasn't wearing makeup most days and like had my face washed, I would apply this in the middle of the day. So I wasn't applying it right before night, and that made it so it didn't bother me at all. Now I can apply it at night, no problem. I guess I kind of got used to it. But in the beginning, I wouldn't necessarily apply it at night, because you might like wake up a little bit like irritated by it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All right, now is lip balm. I'm someone who struggles with dry hair, dry lips, dry skin, all that. And I never really found a lip, like a chapstick kind of thing that worked for me. This is a follower on Instagram actually recommended it to me, and I actually really like it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still have chapped lips, but nothing like they were before, and I feel like they're more manageable now. Like if they're really chapped, I'll put a lip scrub on from Lush and then just apply this. So it's the Dr. Bronner's Naked Organic Lip Balm. It came in a variety pack, but here's just like one original flavor. It's like orange ginger flavor. And yeah, it's just like a normal, it looks like chapstick, but it's better. And yeah, I don't know, I just really like it. So if you're looking for a new chapstick, I would highly recommend this. I have tried a ton, and there was actually never one that I would recommend, but I would recommend this one. Now this is a dry brush. I feel like I'm probably really late to the game with this, but I got a dry brush because I have those red dots on the back of your arms. You know, I think it's like called keratosis pruritus or something like that. And so I got a dry brush to kind of help with that. And I also just like doing it in general, because I have legs. Well, it looks really bad right now because of my spray tan, but look at my legs, they're so dry. That's probably gonna pick up on camera, like they're scaly. And I noticed that using this, I feel like really, before I shower, like I haven't been using it the past week because I have my spray tan, I didn't wanna scrub it off, but when I don't have a spray tan, I will scrub with this. It's like a dry brush, and it's also supposed to help your lymphatic system, which also, if you've been following me on Instagram, you know I'd be talking about having any lymphatic massages, and that's really helped with my bloating and just inflammation. So I feel like doing this also just helps keep my body happy too. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to brush towards your heart or in small circles. So on my leg, I'll start my leg and I'll brush up just towards my heart, and then just keep going up and up and up here. So I feel like not only does it help with my lymphatic system, but also just dry skin. Like I'll just kind of do small circles on the back of my arms, and then really work on my shins too, when like I'm gonna have to do that soon since my spray tan's ending. That was really bad, but yeah, it's, you know, really easy just to do right before your shower, and it just kind of feels good to get all that like dead skin off, because it's just kind of crazy to think I wasn't doing that before, and I just had all this dead skin on me. So just something to add into your routine. All right, so this is kind of random, but I feel like this could really help someone. So as you know, I have Paisley, and she's the perfect dog except for one thing, and that is Matt just sneezed. Okay, she gets to be really loud, specifically if Matt and I go to hug each other. Literally before we even hug, like she knows we're gonna do it, she sees us going at it, and she'll just start barking. and she won't stop until we stop. So she just is not good with when we're not paying attention to her, basically. She'll just start crying and barking. So we got this called the Pet Corrector. You know, there's things you could do like a shock collar and stuff like that, but we just weren't comfortable doing that. So I found this and it worked almost immediately, which is great. All it does is spray air. Like I kind of feel bad doing it right now because she's just sleeping right now. Maybe I kind of want to get her reaction. Let's see. Okay, already I'm gonna do it. You okay? I kind of feel bad. She looks nervous now. But whenever we do that, she would just kind of like go in the corner, and she like knows to chill out. So if you have a loud dog and you're looking for, especially at home when you're in a meeting and your dog starts barking, it's really good to have right next to you. So I'd recommend that. You know, it's harmless, but they still get scared and I feel bad. It's okay. Okay, so my next item you probably saw if you watched one of my vlogs, which is this recipe book called Meals that Heal. It's an anti-inflammatory recipe book. I actually got it a few months ago, but I didn't use it right away because I struggle a lot with bloating issues, partly because of my Hashimoto's and partly because I just had gut issues, and the gut and thyroid are all kind of connected. So I just had a lot of work to do on my body, but I got it to follow. But then I decided, let me first just try going plant-based because I wanted to really focus on not eating any processed foods. And that really helped a ton. That and the lymphatic massage I got just really put my body like feeling really good. And I haven't been bloated since January. And then I didn't want to do plant-based forever just because I like to eat meat and I really like getting a lot of protein in my diet because of how much I weight lift. Since I'm not eating plant-based, I wanted to really follow more of an anti-inflammatory diet because I don't want to get any bloating back. I want to just feel really good. So I've been using this recipe book. I got 2 anti-inflammatory books, but this one I like better because it has pictures and I just really liked the recipes better. I'll show you one that I'm making today. I already made last week and I really liked it, so I'm making it again today. I also made a Greek salad for lunch I'm having, but actually you probably saw this on my vlogs too. The chicken fried quinoa. So this is what they look like. It has like labels at the top for gluten-free, dairy-free, all the ingredients you need, and then the recipes, the instructions are so easy and there's a picture for everything. And yeah, and it says a time at top, and it has never taken me more than 30 minutes for sure, never. So they're super quick and super easy. Like this one was really good, the Thai salmon and brown rice bowl. So yeah, it splits it up into like fish dishes, meat dishes, salads. And in the beginning is all like condiment buying guide, and then like different seasonings to use that are anti-inflammatory, homemade dressings, protein staples, and it really breaks down the anti-inflammatory diet for you too. So I'm someone that really struggles with getting a variety of foods. So I really need a lot of help. Even though I'm really into health and fitness, that's my weakness, is just getting diversity in my diet. Because if I like something, I'm a creature of habit and I just want it all the time. So that book is really helping me to just try new things and not get inflamed. So yeah, that's that. I have 2 more things to talk about. One I actually don't have yet, but I just wanted to mention it to see if it would help anyone. But one is actually my famous plant. She's in all my Instagram photos, and she looks better. She's kind of a catfish. She looks better in photos than she actually is because, I'm just gonna have to show you. All right, so here she is. She's the one that you see in all my Instagram photos. So she looks fine. There's Paisley. But she's a bird of paradise. We got her at a local shop in Hoboken. The leaves just, are so tall and heavy, and the stems snap. So you can see at the bottom, we had to cut a lot off because they just totally bent. However, I finally decided to get this off Amazon, it comes in a pack of like 30 or something like that, which I don't need 30, but they are these sticks that you put in the planter. I think you're supposed to use string, but I just used tape. I hope that's okay. Let me know if that's not. You see this one was bending, so I just taped that for now. I don't know if that will like all of a sudden not bend, but they're supposed to be like guiding sticks. And then this leaf was on the verge of bending because it was like literally all the way down here. but I stopped it. I got the sticks before it actually snapped. So hopefully this is on a good path now. And now we have this leaf is gonna form. So she's doing well, except you can see here, I'm gonna need to like re-dig this and center it because everything's just kind of like a leaning tower right now. But I just don't have a shovel, so I need to get that. But yeah, I just wanted to mention, like, no one even ever notices these sticks. Like, I was kind of against them. I was like, why do you need that in your potter? But, you know, they're not even noticeable at all. And now my plant doesn't look that bad. So she's doing okay. Okay, and then the last item is another home item that I don't have yet, but it's supposed to come tomorrow. And I figured, you know, I'm just gonna put it in here to see, because I ranted on my Instagram story yesterday about how our duvet kind of just like falls out of our insert, and I'll show you more what I'm talking about. And I got so many replies on different things, you know, one being like, I really need to close the bottom. But my issue is if I close the bottom of the duvet, I feel like the duvet is still gonna fall and then just bunch up at the bottom because all the corners are tied. But because they have a king bed, I feel like it just all falls down. So someone replied saying there's these like $15 clips on Amazon, they're like magnetic, and that's what she uses. So I got it, it's supposed to come in the mail tomorrow. So I'm gonna see if that works. And if it does, I'll like leave a pin in the comments below because that would definitely be a favorite if that works, because right now Matt despises duvets. I love duvets, but for some reason I've never had a duvet that does this, but this one's not looking so good and it's making him think that all duvets are bad. But I don't want a comforter, I'd rather duvet. So let me just show you what ours is looking like. Okay, so I also love our duvet. I think it's so pretty, it goes so well with our room and everything. So all the corners are tied, but down here you see the duvets coming out. I mean, obviously I know if the buttons are broken down here, so we can't button it anymore. But I feel like even if we did button this, everything would still bunch at the bottom, and the top, there's a lot of extra fabric at the top because the middle slides down. So that's just what I'm kind of confused about. Like, even if we buttoned the bottom, this would still slide down and just bunch right there. So I'm hoping that the clips we can like kind of put at the top or something, and then that will prevent it from sliding. So I'll link those down below and keep you updated on my Instagram and also in the comments, I guess. Okay, so that's it for all my Amazon favorites right now. I'm really happy I finally decided to do a video like this. If you like favorites videos, let me know. I could try doing them more often, but I just feel like it's not as genuine if you're doing it like every month, because month goes by pretty quick and I feel like I use a lot of the same stuff all the time. So yeah, other than that, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.